Morning. So here we go, day one of the Tunnelbarnfarm Spring Spectacular. I've just paid my money in the pools, and I'm going to sit here now and get a little bit warm. It's cold this morning. It was about 3 degrees as I've arrived. It should get up probably to about 15, 16 later in the day, but it's certainly a cold start, so I think that may have a slight impact on the fishing. Yesterday's practice match, just a couple of words about that. That went quite well, actually. I was trying to work out if I could catch some fish in the edge with ground bait. I tried it a few times, as you'll see on the video that I made. It was somewhat successful to nick a few fish, but as it happened, that was sort of the theme of the day. It was catch a few fish here, catch a few fish there, some in that edge, some in that edge, some short, some long, and I finished the match, I think, with 48 pounds. Which wasn't fantastic in terms of the match, but it was third in the section with only 10 pounds to be winning that section for the day. So I was very happy if I'm faced with that sort of situation today, that I should be able to nick a few fish here and there, and I've got some ideas about how I'm going to do that. So that's going to be that's going to stand me in good stead. The venue's looking fantastic. I've just taken a few pictures. The sun's coming up. It looks really nice. It's not as windy today, so hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer, and the fish are a bit more responsive, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to get on with the draw, and I will see you in a bit. Ta-da. Right, so here we go. Welcome to day one of the Spring Spectacular at Tunnelbarnfarm. I'm on house 22. I've got the wind blowing from my right to my left, but it's quite nice. I've got the sun on my back. I've had to put some sun cream on. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll just quickly go through the rigs as usual in terms of where we're going to go. Starting line is going to be the now ever faithful 4B12 017 013 white hydro, little bulk, size 16, Kaizen hook. I'm going to fish meat short, top kit just in front of me as I did yesterday in practice. So the next rig is also now regular, which is a 4B14 white hydro 017 013, top kit plus 2. Actually, it's not very wide here, but that gets me pretty much in the middle. I plan on fishing that on the deck. Down my right hand edge I've got 22 inches, and for that it's going to be a white hydro 0.4 crystal, margin flow 17 to 013 again, 16 Kaizen. I'm going to fish 3 or 4 maggots. On the long line it's actually an 18 SLWG, and then I guess, where is it? I'll show you this one. I've got a reed bed in front of me, and a lot of anglers caught to cover yesterday. There's a little bit of rubbish in front of it, but I can probably drag that away. I did move it earlier and it's moved back, but there's fish in those reeds. I can see them moving every now and then, so I'm just going to fish that with a orange hydro 017 again 013, which is my standard spring summer. I've got a little 0.2 dibber. I've got a load of bulk on there to overshot it. Now I'm just going to go down and flick it a little bit, down and flick it. And then I've got a variety of shallow kits ranging from 8 inches up to 2 foot. Same again, 0.2 dibbers, exactly the same, just in case I want a normal one and not an overshot. So that's the plan. Got a couple of minutes before the off. Side tray looks very similar to yesterday. Maggots meat. Ground bait is Blake's pole mix today. 4 mils, 6 mils from Tunnelbarnfarm, and some 2 mils. I brought some worms in case I'm really desperate. I need to try and catch a carp from somewhere, but they're good F1s here in house if you can get on them. So hopefully I'll be able to make a weight with those. And I've got a nice new towel from Shimano. It's very kind of them, sponsoring the event today. Thanks very much. Alright, there we go. Some stuff as we did yesterday. There we go. Certainly worth waiting for. Lots of small indications to start. I don't know why bites aren't a bit more positive. I wonder if the fish are slightly up in the water, maybe they're banging into the rig. Normally I would expect a little bit more of an aggressive bite on a piece of meat. Same again, I'm looking for about £100 today, so £20 an hour is my sort of goal, as it were. Yesterday when I fished on Jenny's, it was very difficult to get a run of fish anywhere. Catch some fish down my left hand edge, my right hand edge, out long, on the deck, cut the fish shallow. Be nice if I can settle into something here today. But I'm not gonna stay on it if it's not going to produce enough. I've got more confidence in some fish coming and sitting on it if I keep feeding meat here today on house. That was an indication there, so oh, how I missed that bite I don't know. It's the case with F1 fishing, sometimes the most beautiful bites produce no fish. What we're going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things. When I come off this, I'm going to go and fish the reeds, and I'm going to start feeding down my right hand edge just with maggots. Quite happy to feed it for a couple of hours today and see if I can get a good run of fish down there later. change. Let's start feeding this right hand edge and go and have a look over there towards those reeds on maggots on an overside rig. If this is no good, then we'll have a little think about fishing on a long clip. Let's just see what's over here. I'll turn that, you'll be able to see it. Little belly F1. Goldfish. I did not bring that with me. So just coming up to the 1 hour mark, I've got £13 on the clicker. I'm catching a few fish over to these reeds, and I've had some fish short on meat. So it's just come up to 1/4 2. I've got £21 on the clicker. Had a few fish over to the reeds, but for every £2 fish I've had an 8-ounce fish. So average stamp has been just under £1, I think, from what I've got over from there. So outside of the pretty goldfish that I caught, it's oh, hello. It's not looking too good, but I've kept on feeding this meat line, so let's see if there's a few fish to be had here for a minute. Doesn't feel like loads of fish there. It's not helped by my bad bait throwing, but if there was a load there, I think that they would have responded. Let's go and look out on the long line, and I can feed that far bank at the same time. Nice quick start. gets over to those reeds every now and then. Hopefully it'll restock with fish, as it were. So if you made it to halfway through the video, then thanks very much. If you're a subscriber, then you know, doubly much so. If you'd like to give it a like, I'd really appreciate that. It helps with the visibility of the videos, and you know, helps boost visibility of the channel. Unfortunately, I've not been able to stream today, but if I could have, I would have. So that's cool. And if you're not subscribed and you bumped into my video and you've got this far, then it'd be great if you consider hitting the subscribe button. As the channel numbers go up, you know, it gives people more confidence that the content's worth watching. So if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Easy way to find your way back, and I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, so What's wrong with that? Could be liners, but they're coming in for the ground bait. Could be the abundance of maggots, I don't know, but certainly fish down there. It would have been foul looked. Come off, missed that opportunity. It's under the chin, I think. That's managed to put me, so I can drag that out. Oh, it is in the mouth. No, it's not. It still counts. Not sure I can weigh the bits of tree in them. So our rig's bust. Cheers, fish. So coming up, we've got 2 hours to go. We've got £36 on the clicker. I had to remake my line down the edge after a fish took me right over the far side. I got the fish back, but it broke the rig on the in the net. Oh, it's not for catching, is it? I'll just trash my float. Oh dear, what a day. Come on, straighten up. Right, where was I? Anyway, just shy of £40. 20 odd pound behind schedule. Craig caught well to my left most of the day. I'm not sure how other people in the section are doing, but hopefully if I can catch well down this edge for the last couple of hours, if he says. If not, I've got my meat short line to fall back on, and that's how I plan on finishing out the match. So a few fish down the edge, then I'll be back to the middle, back short, maybe have another look over to the reeds, but I don't really think that's the place to go, but we'll see. 2 hours left. And all that, there's a few fish in front of me, so maybe the smart money stays there for a little bit. It's always a recipe for disaster. Right, now my friend Ryan told me when this happens, move pegs. So if I miss a couple more bites, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's the same depth further out, and it's the same depth if I go left, so if I miss 2 more bites, I'm just going to move to the left slightly. Right, to the left a little bit. Thank you very much. Right, well, it takes another minute or so and then I've got to get down the edge. Hopefully there's going to be fish down there to catch. If not, I've always got out here, so I'm going to put some meat in short, have a look down the edge, and if not, I'll just come back out here, I think. I'll let this settle down a little bit, I think. I put so much bait in all over the place. I'll let them tidy that up and then go back to the original spot, I think. Down there, aren't they? But if they can be quick. Why can't I have a load of big F1s down there? I'm not sure which is faster right now. Is it faster to catch one down here and foul like a couple, or is it faster to catch them out in the middle? I'm not sure. I'm just hoping that bigger F1s are used to coming in the edge, and they might come and bully these little ones out. That's what I'm hoping. Just under an hour and a half to go on catching. I've started to catch, but the stamp's not great. I've got £50 on the scales. I want to catch £50 in an hour and a half. Not sure that's going to happen, but let's see. Very welcome F1. a few more of you today. Well, we've got just over half an hour to go. I've got £60 on the clicker. It's not quite what I wanted, but if I can just have a good half hour, catch some more of those £3 F1s, you know. Trouble is they're very sparse in between skimmers and £1 F1s, you know. It's just I've been unable to get a good run of fish over £1, really. It's twice. With that little, they bounce out around, isn't it? So I've got about 5 minutes to go. I've got £68 on the clicker. I've lost count of how many fish I've thrown in for free, and when I've clicked twice and I thought it was only £1 and a bit, so I've really no idea what my weight is. But just sort of to go over my match, I've caught some short early on meat. I've then gone over to the reeds, caught a few fish over to the reeds, but not loads, and I probably wasted a little bit of time there, but all the time I was feeding the edge and my short line and that type of stuff, so I wasn't too worried about it. And then I've really just had a few fish here and a few fish there that, you know, one good F1 down the edge and then a load of, you know, 12 ounce to a pound F1s, and then I've had one good F1 out here, top kit +2, and I've had a bunch of skimmers and a load of £1 F1s. Got a couple of fish short, but nothing really there, so I didn't really invest too much time on it. There was more bites to be had out here, but I've missed quite a few bites. I've managed to trash my float, but I've straightened it enough that it works. And on that last few maggots I've put on, I can feel the hook going blunt, so that's the end of this rig. So I had a lovely day. I think Craig's absolutely slaughtered me to the left, and I think that they've caught loads of fish elsewhere in the section, so this could be a nice pleasurable day's fishing in the sun, but the end of my festival in terms of what points I'm going to get. But there's always tomorrow and there's always the day after, so let's see what we can catch for the next couple of days, and be happy with it, you know. Hopefully I can have maybe one more fish after this pretty looking mirror. Well, let's manage to get yourself caught in the net. So yeah, if you're watching it, you made it this far, then thanks very much. If you're subscribed, thanks very much. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it, and if you're not subscribed and you've enjoyed it, then hit the subscribe button. You'll find your way back to me easily, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. If I can stream it on the next day, I will, but you probably won't see this until after the event's finished, so you probably know how I've done already. Alright, one more fish probably before the end. It's got to be quick though. That's it, I think. Fish on, he says. It's a better fish to follow, finish as well. A little carp. Right, so from, well, pretty little fish and me, I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-da.